Hi all, welcome to my series, hopefully a series of every hand revealed style online poker tournament videos with live commentary. I'm going to try and snapshot every hand and apart from that just record the things when they start to get a bit interesting and a bit significant. And hopefully I'll be able to cover some tournaments from start to finish and maybe win a couple. That would be nice. Okay, we'll get going with this in just a second. Okay, second time now having to call a raise to try and hit. Well, that drives me out. Okay, save me a few chips anyway. And we've just moved tables. So, this happened early, so we didn't really learn anything before. It doesn't make so much difference. Well, I don't suspect any raise here, so... well, I was so wrong. And, well, I'm obviously heavily dominated now, I presume. Well, no. But, extraordinary. Well, that was kind of odd. I mean, got a very mixed table. Australian, chap in Norwegian. Well, you might expect him to be a bit loose here. The King Queen was an odd call, but reasonable given. And I'm gonna put some more chips in now, aren't I? Well, that's the problem with loose tables. Is you're gonna see more variance. Okay, well, I don't think it's probably still worth betting, really. Go on. There, we've got it. I think we'll just bet it. Hopefully get called, maybe. No. Well, it wasn't a great call on my part anyway, but... okay, usual call-in position type thing. And interesting flop. Middle pair and a gut shot. What do we think of this? Well, we're going to go a little further, aren't we, in that? Really improves my hand, or it would if he wasn't representing it. Well, no. We're done. And a pair again. Well, when I'm... oh dear Lord. I mean, there's no real way I could pass this hand, maybe. Maybe that's the smarter thing to do. At the moment, I just really want to catch this, and, you know, the danger is I'm going to, play this for the best hand, and it's just really very unlikely that it is. And there we go. He had aces, so I was right to try and hit the flop, and this is just a strange move gone wrong, it looks like. Alright, I'm going to allow myself to be tempted by a Swedish hand against a Swedish opponent. Well, I think we're going to see me probably being too loose and trying to find something to get out of a bit of a hole. If he's got the 8, I'm screwed, but if he hasn't, I can... yeah, well, that's got me back in it. Not recommended for home use, that kind of thing, but it works out alright. And now I'm just going to be loose passive a little bit, and my good fortune continues now. And another situation where the top pair pairing up either makes me good or terrible. This is it's quite a good bluff if he hasn't got it. And in fact he didn't have it. He just had a flush draw, so it's a good bet, and he's got the chips to attempt it. Right. And, well, it's not really much of a hand, and feeling a bit fragile after all my ups and downs, so yes, I'll try and play it flexibly, and I'm going to have to. Well, yeah, it's alright, isn't it? It's top pair and you can bet it. I think if you bet 150 here, you're not wasting any chips if you're in trouble, and yeah. And we've called a little raise here, just because we're almost closing the action here, unless this guy's just being tricky, but you know, we've got our starting chips back, and we can try and play a little poker if possible. Come on, wake up. Hit the ace. Let's be gentle, because if we're behind, it's really a bad thing. I don't know about this. Might do some chips here if we're not careful. Can easily be behind. Doing about 1100 if we are. Do we want to give this up? I don't want to give it up. I want to see where I'm at. Okay. Worked out okay. And it's a good flop to bet at. Bad flop for me in terms of actual hand, obviously. But, you know, if you can get into a habit of picking these things up, it doesn't cost too much, and it can pay you off later when somebody does try to go back at you. Well, we've been called here. I'm not sure what he could possibly be drawing at. That should be enough to... oh dear. Well, it might be a good card in as much as he'll bet it now, and we won't have to show our hand, but... no. So, probably unnecessarily did some chips on that last bet. Well, coming up to the end of the first hour now, and yeah, less than a minute left, and on what might be the last hand, I've got kings facing a raise. Well, I wonder what will happen. It'd be nice to get some chips at this point. It's been a while, and we've not had a proper hand. Well, it'll be a nice pot just to win, but obviously we want more than that, and pot bet is how about that? That looks suitable anyway. Right, it'll at least take away the implied odds for a set from one opponent. Well, yeah, it's not a spot. No, we do run into aces in these spots, but you generally assume that you haven't, and you call, and we're ahead. And we're okay, and yeah, it doesn't hit the jack, thank God, and we make chips. What a nice way to finish the first hour then. So we managed to put ourselves up above the average in one fell swoop. Went up and down a bit there. were not really lucky at the beginning, but I didn't really play that well either, and then had a hand at the end there. So, okie dokie, be back soon.